Hello YouTube, it's your boy, your goy, B3, back to another kicking action figure review. I'm so happy to have this review for you guys today. It is the Power Rangers Legacy Dino Thunder Yellow Ranger, aka my girl Kira. Yeah, Kira was a very interesting Yellow Ranger. She was very different from previous Yellow Rangers, personality-wise and etc. Truly fantastic. Dino Thunder is my favorite season. It's got my fave Megazord. It's got my fave Rangers. It's about as good as Power Rangers is going to get for me. And they announced this figure, and then Bandai America was like, oh, fuck the female Rangers. They don't sell as well. So, we're not going to do much for them anymore. And it looked like they weren't even going to release the 5 female Rangers they had lined up. They made the 2 female Zeo Rangers exclusives. That was a good move. That was fine. And I was like, oh, if they just make all the female Rangers exclusive, that won't bother me. I can just pre-order them, it's fine. Then they canceled the 2 female Psycho Rangers. And I was like, no, no, no. I need them to complete my team. No one's ever made Psycho Ranger figures before. It's the only way to get them. So I have an incomplete Psycho Ranger team. I guess I can fill the spots with green and silver, but green is only comic book continuity and silver is, spoiler alert, not a real Psycho Ranger. And then she was the wild card. 2 confirmed yeses, 2 confirmed no's, and then she was just in the ether. In other videos, I said I didn't think she was going to come out at all. They had pre-orders up for her forever, but I didn't think they'd be honored, because I did not think she was going to get a release. But she did. There was no real official announcement as far as I could find. She just popped up on GameStop Entertainment Earth. But it doesn't really seem that she's getting like a regular store release. Only like specialty stores and stuff are really going to get her, it seems. And websites. But it was very weird. And I think they treated her like shit. And I think they canceled the Psycho Rangers also. Well, I know why they canceled the Psycho Rangers. But they did this because Bandai America is super salty and upset that they lost the license to Hasbro. And while I am excited for Hasbro's licensing and stuff and everything, I hope they treat it well. And this is kind of like my goodbye to Legacy, I guess this video is. Because they can screw off. They treated adult collectors like shit, giving us endless repaints and re-releases. And now they're re-releasing everything all at once right before they lose the license. So, hopefully I can get the 3 regular Psycho Rangers, because my comic shop ordered them for me. In their order, they say they keep canceling it, but I really want to support my local comic shops, so we're going to see what happens with that. But yeah, here's Kira, aka Best Yellow Ranger. Exactly the figure I expected her to be. Her team symbol might be a little large, but it doesn't bother me, so even if it is, I don't care. Just thought I'd point it out. The diamonds on her seem to be painted well. Morpher's not painted, which I expected. If it was painted, it would probably just be a single color also, and they'd probably do a single color yellow, which wouldn't stand out, so at least it stands out on her. The gold is nice and shiny. That's cool. You know, she's kind of got like the gold plastic here, but the gold paint here, which clashes a little bit, but at the same time it's whatever. She's got gold paint on the neck also, and then gold plastic here. She's got a skirt, which is, they should just, these skirts, they cut the slits in them so you can get more articulation, but you still barely get any. If it's an adult collectible figure, either make it 2 separate pieces like Figure Arts does, right? Or give us a cloth skirt. It's an adult collectible. It's an adult collectible. Or they could just stop designing female Rangers with skirts. But the reason female Rangers always have skirts is because these spandex outfits have mad camel toe. Even this figure has a little camel toe. So that's why they have skirts. It's to hide camel toe. Head is a good sculpt. You know, each Ranger head is the most important bit of sculpting to me because that's their unique, part. If there were other female Dino Thunder Rangers, they'd all have the same body and just be different colors, but the head would stand out. And so does the Morpher, but the head's the most important. She comes with 2 accessories, a holster you can peg on her, and also her blaster, which goes in fine, I guess. Let's see how she holds it. I have not pre-tested this. Okay, not good. Her hand is way too tiny. She does not hold it well. It will barely stay in the hand, if at all. So that's not good. They could have given her maybe a smaller blaster or actually tested it in her hand to see if it would work. But they just straight up chose not to because they didn't want to sculpt a new blaster or new hands. They just wanted to give us the same hands they've given really all the female Rangers. So screw that. She does come with the final Build-A-Figure piece for the Thundersaurus Megazord. Thank goodness. I was afraid I wouldn't complete the team, and I was afraid I wouldn't complete the Megazord, but luckily I did. Favorite team complete, and favorite Megazord complete. We're all good. I didn't really buy Legacy Megazords, but if I did, this is probably the only one I would have gotten. Okay, so articulation. Articulation. Up and down, side to side. You got a whoosh on the torso there. I was just trying to see if there's waist. There is no waist, which I feel like happened for a couple of the later female figures. There was no waist. Wow, there definitely was waist on earlier ones. The one I'm going to show in a size comparison with her has waist swivel, by the way. It'll be Pink Mighty Morphin. In and out, forward and back, very hindered. Thigh swivel, double knee bend, boot swivel, up and down on the foot, ankle pivot, up and down on the arms, forward and back on the arms, thigh swivel. You got a elbow bend, single, forward and back on the wrist, rotation on the wrist. And that's that. Now, I'm going to stick her over here so that I can do just a few little size comparisons. I want to show her with other figures in her line, one for each sex, because the sculpts for most of the sexes are really the same, and that goes for the men as well. I'm not going to show her with another Dino Thunder Ranger because they're all on display right now, but these are the 2 I keep by before reviews. Pink Mighty Morphin, pretty much exactly the same, which we all expected. And here is Black in space. And they do look good together. Would you like to see her with other Toku franchises and characters? So she's originally a Super Sentai character, and Super Sentai does cross over with Kamen Rider. So, here she is with Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed! So yeah, this is from the Tire Kokon line, which is about figure arts size. So this is how she'll scale with figure arts as well. All my figure arts Power Rangers are in a very intricate display, so I don't want to pull them out. And then here she is with kind of a modern Ultraman figure. Ultraman Victory. I know these guys are more the size of the Megazords, but, you know, if you like to display all your Toku characters together, these will go better with the Action Hero series Power Ranger figures, which are the little friendly kid ones. And this is the adult collector's line. That's also kind of targeted towards children because they want to make as much money as possible, you know. I feel like that's one... I'm just going to kind of review this toy line in general now. So, when it comes to adult collectible lines, what American What American toy companies like to do is make quote-unquote adult collectible lines that are also completely safe for children and everything, and more affordable because they want to make as much money as possible. And you can't blame them for wanting to make money. I mean, that's the whole point of working. But if you're going to make an adult collectible line, make an adult collectible line. Jeez. It's like everything... Like, I know they did the other Legacy figures, like the Megazords and stuff, were all very adult collectible and, like, super expensive. And this tried to be like a middle line figure between their adult stuff and their kid stuff. And they didn't have enough accessories, to be completely honest. They should have all had their individual weapons, which they didn't give them because they wanted to do Build-A-Megazords. And to be completely honest, Power Rangers have so many unique weapons and stuff, I don't really want Build-A-Figures in Power Rangers anymore. I like my Build-A-Megazord figures a lot. It actually got me a couple Megazords that I really wanted in my collection, like the Astro Megazord and Thundersaurus Megazord, which are my favorite Megazords of all time. But I'd also rather just have accessories they need, because Sentai teams and Ranger teams have a ton of very unique weapons. And you're just going to give us the blaster, and it's half painted, and you're not going to give us her sword, her Terra grips. You're not going to give us any of that. No gliding wings. Now, there are other companies that do these middle ground toy lines as well. There's the DC Comics Multiverse line right now, which I feel like is almost entirely for children. It says adult collectibles on the packet, but come on. And then Hasbro, I think, has stepped it up with Marvel Legends. They are giving them more accessories. And we do have the Build-A-Figures, but the Build-A-Figures are like crazy good figures now. Like, they're really good. The Build-A-Figures they don't skip out on. And I feel like Marvel Legends is doing a better job. Plus, they're giving us more and more original sculpts, which is often because they're doing lots of TV and movie figures, but still. And I feel like Power Rangers is a line where you should be able to give us lots of stuff. Because, like, resculpting is totally fine in Power Rangers. Like, reusing sculpts is fine in Power Rangers and you don't complain. Because all the male Rangers and female Rangers have the same bodies and stuff. They just have different heads and colors. It's not hard. But no one really wants to go all in on it. I've seen the lineup for the Hasbro Lightning series. One, they're sculpted better than these. These are the closest we've ever gotten to realistic sculpts on a Power Ranger figure, and it's still super unrealistic. Got giant breasts and way too thin, but also abs. Someone this thin wouldn't have abs like that, because they wouldn't have enough muscle mass. But Hasbro's going to give us straight up accurate ones. And Figure Arts really isn't doing Super Sentai much anymore, like at all. So it'll be nice to have the Lightning series. Articulated, 6-inch Rangers. Hopefully they do the Dino Thunder team also, but also give us multiple forms. Because this line did not give us alternate forms of Rangers. It didn't even give us full teams. We didn't get the full Ninja Storm team. We didn't get the full In-Space team. They announced Silver Ranger but canceled him. We didn't get full teams. Which there's no excuse for, because they did the Mighty Morphin Rangers twice. When they could have given us other Rangers they promised to give us. And then when Hasbro got the license, Bandai was like, fuck it, we don't care anymore. So, I've had a lot of problems with Bandai America over the years, but this has escalated it. And so has their treatment of the Godzilla line. And I know this video had a rant at the beginning and a rant at the end, but thank you for sticking with me through it if you're still here. Well, thank you all very much. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc., including Patreon. That'll help us out the most. To help bring you more quote-unquote quality videos. Oh, but that's it. Hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Not in that order, in the other order. So that you can see our Thundersaurus Megazord review. Which will be coming soonish. But that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. I'll see y'all later. Peace!